complete. Welcome back, by the way. Happy to be back on YouTube. I might be a little rusty, as you can hear. So here's the run. I'm gonna throw it up on the screen. It was really hot. 82, sunny, humid here in Memphis, Tennessee, and was my first run back in about 4 or 5 days. Been having some knee troubles. Anytime I've had issues where it's like shooting pain in my knees every step, it's almost always tightness. Somewhere around my hips, somewhere around the knee joint. So I've had glute tightness be the reason. I've had psoas, like hip flexor tightness be the reason. This time around, kind of like quad and then calf actually too. Just pulling. So every step it was like shooting pain. Anyway, last few days really made a concerted effort to stretch, loosen up, and bike. I think a good rule of thumb if you are hurt is do an activity that doesn't hurt to do. So biking causing me no pain, good way to keep up my fitness while I'm improving my health. Anyway, let's look at this run real quick. 6.12 miles, 7:48 pace. Like I said, it was insanely hot for me, 82 and humid, but good pace. I had some pushes there. There's a big hill that I had to go over and down and then back over that I pushed it up both times. So got some like marathon pace efforts in, probably about 45 seconds. Nothing crazy each of those. Okay, setting this down just to show the post-run action. I think it's super important to get carbs, electrolytes, protein back as quickly as possible. So here's my electrolytes. This is noon. I'm letting it dissolve in the cup, and you're gonna see why in a sec. So normally I would just have something like Tailwind, easy carb source after, even like a Gatorade I think is great. But you just want to get those carbs back quickly, replenish glycogen, start the recovery process. I ran out of Tailwind last night, so I'm going to do two things here. Number one is get my carbs in. So I have these frozen berries. Fill it up to about under. And then I'm going to use this electrolyte as the water source. These electrolytes are just, bam, noon. Fruit punch flavor. Obviously I've had this before. I guess I just never noticed. Tastes really good. Bring this over here. We're just gonna blend this up and sip on it. But again, pain in my ass here post-run. I'm working on making something to make this whole process a little more convenient. So stay tuned. I think it'll be good. Let's do this. Skirt that right here and then do it. Boom. Berries, electrolytes, and then I'm going to the old fridge ski here. I have some, actually I'm going to skip the core power. I have some of these Owens protein, 32 grams. So I'm going to slug this too. Post run, protein, carbs, electrolytes as quickly as possible, and then you know what's next if you've watched some of my stuff. I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna put on dry clothes, shower, and that's the start of Monday. It's always great to start the day on a good note, start the week on a good note. By the way, here's the week. Bam. So we got Monday, 6 easy, check. Have these bike options in here just in case the knee was acting up a little bit. I wouldn't say it was pain-free today, but it was close. Felt really, really good. So I'll get a great stretch in, try to take care of myself tonight, see how it feels tomorrow. We're gonna get a lift in later today, but that's all I got for now. Goodbye. It's lifting time. The night's been busy. A lot of work has sprung up. So it's a little late, it's about 8 p.m. But we got a big upper body push day. We're vested up. And it's gonna be a great one. Let's go, baby. Huge energy. Let's do it. Goal here is I'm trying to annihilate the triceps. I just feel like they've been atrophying over the last, I don't know, year. And so, I gotta get them back. So I'm hitting them with the double set. What do they call it? It's not a superset when it's the same group. Combo set, jumbo set, something. 2 sets of triceps back to back. Gonna continue on. Little sunset run here in Memphis. It's Tuesday. Plan was for easy 6 miles. I think I'll rip about 4 or 5, about 2.5 miles in, so I'll turn around in a sec. But feeling good. Legs are feeling better and better. Trying to take it really, really slow today. 140 heart rate. Just feeling good, you know? Happy to be here. Let's finish this up and then chit chat about it. All right, giving this a try, pre-run. Never had one before, but I like what I'm seeing. A lot of natural ingredients, 260 calories, 33 grams of carbs. I'm gonna report back how this goes, but it's gonna feel a big speed session. Oh. Sometimes, man, long day. You just gotta chill. It's Wednesday. There's always that question in my head of like, do I keep moving? You know, you work all day and do you just get to the gym right away, whatever. Sometimes I have just like really bad runs or workouts when I do that. But then you come home, you lay down like I'm doing right now, and it feels so good. Ooh, just kick the feet up. But I do think it's a skill of just being able to take these small resets and then go fight the inertia of now I'm staying still and I'm very comfortable to go back out, get my run and my workout in, and then it's chill time for real. My legs have been coming back alive, and It's crazy to think less than a week ago, probably 5 days ago, I had like tremendous knee pain and my whole right leg felt nearly unusable. And now 5 days later, first of all, I've ran the last 2 days. I worked out hard on Monday in the gym lifting, and I'm back to almost 100%, it feels like. I kind of was walking around today, I was like, oh my gosh, like no pain at all. And truly, 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 the solution, I'm gonna tell you either tomorrow or Friday. So keep watching the video. See what I did there? No, I'm just kidding. The solution is stretching, seriously. Just loosening out my body, taking extra time to make sure everything's loose, works wonders for me, seriously, every time. I don't know. Also, some work just came up, so we'll see. I might grind out some Nintendo Switch golf while I'm waiting to hear from work. We'll report back.
Get in the hole!
All right, don't know if I mentioned this already. Big workout day to day. The plan that I have written down is 10 minutes easy pace, 12 by 2 minutes hard with 2 minutes of easy running in between, and then 10 minutes easy. 12 by 2 minutes hard is a really hard workout. So maybe I'll do about 10. I am kind of just feeling out my legs. I think part of what cooked me and kind of effed my knee up last week was the really hard workout on Sunday that was, what the fuck did I do? 6 by 1K, pretty fast. So I'm just gonna see what that volume feels like, kind of play it by ear, but go pretty decent hard in each rep and just see how we're feeling. It's also like 85 or 90 and humid out. So I'm just gonna play it by ear. But this is the pre-run fuel for today. Frozen berries. You know, these are my thing. I just think they're so easy, and it's, you know, it's just fruit. And I've been doing creatine lately. Check it out. Thorne creatine, monohydrate. Just kind of got on the creatine train. I've always been a little, what's the word I'm looking for? I've always been a little hesitant to do creatine while I'm in like a heavy marathon training block, just to mess up, you know, maybe what I got going on. And, you know, everything's worked pretty well so far. But I just hopped on now because I'm like, hey, why not? Everybody seems to be digging it. And it's been good for me. Don't totally notice a lot of changes. I will say maybe some recovery advantages. I don't know. I took some last night before bed. I feel great today, better than yesterday, but also sleep does that too. So I don't know. I haven't noticed a ton, but I figure it can't hurt, right? So let's do, this is kind of just one of my go-tos. I'm just like feeling a little hungry and depleted, so if I'm gonna go run in like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, I will just, you know, would rather have something else. I think you could do like a goo, just have a goo if you want, have a little tailwind or something. I'm just gonna do this today. So I don't think you need to overcomplicate it. But yeah, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna blend this up. All right, you don't need to see me blending this, just know I'm drinking all this before my run. I'll see you at the run. Let's run now. All right, goodbye. Forgot to watch. Look at those backs. Resting in between. Just completed rep number 3. This is harder than I thought it'd be. 5:20 to 5:30 pace on these. Gotta run back into shape, I guess. Shit. All right. 40 seconds left. Gonna save my breath. Rep 8, baby. Shit. 5:30 pace. Getting harder, for sure. pretty sick. Oh, man. As you've seen, driving the last couple days from Memphis to Denver, now in Boulder, Colorado, in the Tesla, it's been a journey. Got to stop to charge like every 200 miles. So it takes a lot longer. It took us like 21-ish hours, 2 days. And I'm exhausted. I'm going to be honest. And I think this is worth sharing. Don't want to do this right now. Just plain and simple. Driving here, I was dozing off at the wheel. Tesla had to take the wheel. We got here safe, but I'm tired. Just from the driving, driving across country is exhausting. But we're here at Mount Sanitas in Boulder, and I think it's important to note that don't always want to do this stuff, certainly. And some days you need to rest, other days you need to push it. And today's a push it type day. So we're going to push it. Let's fucking do this, man. Let's go. One last thing, and then we're going to get rolling. I'm glad I'm documenting this week because far from perfect week. Thursday, I probably should have run. I was really, really tired from about 5 hours of sleep and then a long work day. And so I decided not to. Didn't do anything on Thursday. Yesterday, Friday, drove all day. Like a lot of driving, like 15 hours of driving. Didn't train yesterday. So 2 days off, probably not ideal, but I'm always trying to find ways to just move forward little by little. And that's what we're doing here. That's why I'm here right now, about 5 p.m. on Saturday, is to get this hill climb in and this trail run in to move forward. So let's go, baby. Ah! Loving the Coros Pace 3. Great watch. It's actually a lot lighter than my other watch too. All right, here's what we got. 5.5 miles, 5.51 miles, 1 hour, 5 minutes, 11:55 per mile. Some of the hardest 5.5 miles I'll ever run. First mile and a half is basically straight uphill power hiking, as you saw, 1,250 feet of gain. And then the next 4 miles, you just gradually run back down. So pretty hard on the legs, quads, all that. I said at the jump, but I'm really happy I'm filming this week. Far from perfect. And you saw it today, like not feeling it. I'm sure I was, pretty low energy before this run. But I'm super happy I did it. And usually that's the feeling at the end of these. Where I want to go, I know I have to train on days I don't feel like it, which is a lot sometimes. But I know I got a little better today, and that psychs me up. Dinner time. I am wrapping the video here. As you can see, it's dark out. I'm driving home. It's Sunday night. And this was far from a perfect week. I ran about 32 miles. I only lifted once. So, not exemplary, I suppose. But I also worked every day this week. I drove from Memphis to Colorado over the course of 2 days. That took over 20 hours in the good old Tesla. And today was Father's Day, and I spent time with my family and Katie's family, and I'm happy doing that. I think my whole thing from start to finish, whether it was lifting, now marathon running and lifting, whatever the goal has been in front of me, I have done it balanced. I may get to where I'm going slower than, some people who abandon everything else, throw the baby out with the bathwater and go for it. And I've done that too. And not to say I don't challenge myself during these preps, but being in a marathon off season here, next race is probably about 26 weeks away, which is half a year, over 6 months. So I'm, finding the balance of enjoying myself, doing things I want to do, and also training, staying in good shape and being who I want to be. So I thought about not even making this video after, the week kind of crumbles and falls apart, but I think it's great to show because you can still do special things even while enjoying your life and taking days off and, not lifting every single day of the week or not running every single day of the week. And, I know future week of training videos will be, more training, but this one was what it was, and I'm cool with it. I appreciate you all watching, and we're going to start churning out major content. I'm really, really excited about it. Holla!